All right, Meiklejohn artists, we're getting ready for our third and final step for our background. I wanted to show you guys a couple of these examples. You do want to choose one color for the top portion of your background and one color for the bottom portion. This shows us the difference between the surface that your still life items are sitting on and your background behind the surface. So it does give us a little bit more depth. Well, I'll definitely, I've gone with the cool colors, a little combination contrast with a warm and cool. This time, I think I'm going to go yellow for the table and violet for the background. So a warm and cool color. I think this contrast between the two will look really nice. Contrast meaning two colors that are different. We should add that to our list of keywords. Ooh, you guys are getting a lot out of this art lesson. Contrast. Contrast. It does add to the interest because it gives us variety because we're making them very different. So we're picking a warm and cool for this example. Okay, we're just using watercolors for this. And what did I say? Yellow for the table and violet or purple for the background. Ooh, I like this. Yellow for the table. And look how waxy my still life items are. And they are resisting any paint. You also want your paint to be really thin, you guys. You want your color rich, but you want it to be thin. It needs to be a little bit more watery to really resist the wax. Okay, well there's my table. And now I'm going to do my violet, which I think is really going to make my pumpkin and my flame and my husks. And I keep dipping my brush from the paint to the water. I want to keep it really wet. I mean, whoops, maybe not. But once it gets, if it gets dry, it gets too thick and it won't go over my crayon. So that's the tip for today, is make sure your watercolor paint is wet and so it spreads easily, which means that we'll wipe off any of your still life items easily too. All right, I'm finishing up my last few strokes. I'm going to take a tissue and wipe off any of the paint that's on my still life items. My name is already on the back, right? I'm going to put it on the drying rack, and then when it's dry, it will be ready to go home. So let's zoom in here on my candle because I have some paint to wipe off. But look at how easily that comes off. A little on my pumpkin and my corn husk. Zoom back out so you guys can take another look before we end for today. All right, I definitely say that this still life, autumn still life project was action packed. My gosh, a lot was going on in this today. Well, I hope you guys have fun and I can't wait to see yours.